Good afternoon. As Teresa said, I'm Lisa Nordlander. I'm the Director of Spiritual Care here at Sutter. And Teresa asked me to provide a blessing for this event, and I was very glad to do so. Blessings are used in many ways to set an intention for a space to be used for holy and sacred work. And I see this as very true for our resource library, as it helps us fulfill our mission and values here at Sutter and contributes to the healing of our patients. I brought a symbolic candle, electric candle as well, as a way of symbolizing the light that knowledge can so often provide for our lives. And even while I was standing here a few moments ago, I heard a story from someone who came to the library and how the knowledge that she gained here really was life-changing for her and provided a sense of light and hope during a very difficult time. Now I will share this blessing with you, and as Teresa said, others will join in. So this is a blessing for the Sutter Medical Center, Sacramento Resource Library. For our patients and families, may the knowledge housed within these books provide information that will help allay some of the anxiety that comes from unknowing and uncertainty. Deepen an understanding of their illness and support them in making wise and informed decisions about their care. Provide respite, inspiration, and hope as many struggle to find meaning in their illness. For our physicians and hospital staff, may the knowledge housed within these books
inspire an ongoing passion for learning in their work with patients, enable ease of practice with those they serve, and instill a sense of confidence and a lack of certainty when both may be needed.
For our Sutter resource staff and leadership,
may they have the resources to continue the creative work they have already done, growing with new technologies and methods. May they be supported in their endeavor to stay current and with a growing body of medical information.
For our resource library volunteers,
may they know how deeply their service is appreciated. May they sense their connection to our mission, even when tasks seem tedious. May they learn and grow and be enlivened through their work with us.
For our hospital and community donors,
may they be blessed in their giving. May they experience wholeness in their own lives as they seek to benefit others.
O Divine Spirit, grant that this place be a place of rich and meaningful discovery, that it be preserved and protected, that it grow in size as needed, and that all who gather here for study grow in the knowledge that enables all of us at Sutter Medical Center to engage more fully in the art of healing. Amen. Thank you all for being here.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here, and I'd especially like to thank Katie, because Katie Prophet, if we remember, I was on the original board that organized this library in 1985. It was a long time ago. Well, in today's world, we're all familiar with the rapid changes that are going on, even in healthcare. We all have our cameras and our text messages and things like that. It's happening in medicine also. And trying to keep up with the changes in medicine is a real challenge today. Besides the traditional method, books on the shelves, we have computers now that connect us with the internet. But beware, the internet is not all perfect. There's an awful lot of bad stuff on the internet, as well as an awful lot of good stuff. And trying to decide what is bad and what is good is difficult. That's where our library comes in. These librarians, they have a way of filtering through the bad stuff and showing us the good stuff, connecting us with PubMed, which is the National Cancer Institute, National Institutes of Health, rather, Library of Medicine. And, you know, nowadays, the buzzwords in hospitals is quality. We have dashboards for quality, we have quality core measures, we have quality this, quality that. But quality begins with having the resources around you, right here in the library. I think the library is the very foundation of quality, because without the ability to check the literature, for those best practices in medicine, we would have no evidence of that. It's okay for the PR. Is anybody from PR here? It's okay for PR saying we're the best, but as a physician I say, well, what's the evidence that we're the best? How do we prove we're the best? How do we prove we're the best to somebody who doesn't know Sutter, to somebody living in the Midwest, on the East Coast, or the Pacific Island of Hawaii? And how do you do that? It's through the medical literature. So the library is very much associated with quality assurance, but very much associated with research. And I think that's an integral part of any medical center today. You've got to examine your outcomes, you've got to publish them, and they've got to be in the public domain so someone can look at it, criticize it, comment on it, tell you what's wrong, tell you what's right, and then you change it. That's part of peer review, and that's part of research. And I'm very pleased to say that Teresa and Sharon have helped Sutter Institute for Medical Research for the last 4 or 5 years, has helped us publish a lot of things. And just to give you a glimpse, now I won't dwell on that, but just to give you a glimpse, a recent article that we published had 90 references. But those 90, to get to those 90 references, Sharon had to look up about 450 references for me. And we had to peer through them and select those that were pertinent, discard those that didn't have any pertinence to our studies. And that's what the librarians do. Most of these references were not available in the books we had here. A lot of them came from Europe. Some came from Asia, Japan, Korea, even China. I don't know how they got them. I just said, I'd like to have this, and they got it. And I always say the same thing. I don't need it today, and 10 minutes later they hand it to me. So that's what our library does. And that's part of keeping up. Because if we don't keep up with the literature on a day-to-day basis, on a 24/7 basis, we're behind. We're behind the 8 ball. And keeping up is getting tougher and tougher. But thank God we have the library here. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you all, especially Teresa and Sharon and Katie. I want to thank you for cajoling me and threatening me to stay on that library board many years ago. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Caggiano. And I just wanted everybody to know, we printed out a timeline, and it's a very brief timeline of our 28 years in existence. We started the library at 10006 21st Street. That was in 1985, and Katie Prophet was hired to run the library. Since then, we've moved 3 times. We had moved to the Sutter Cancer Center in 1989. We moved upstairs to the 6th floor in 1995, and then we moved here in 2013. We have this timeline. If you guys want to look over any of the exciting events in the library, that's right here, as well as a copy of the beautiful prayer that Reverend Lisa Nordlander composed for us. Thank you all for coming today. Welcome to our new home.